Hello, my name is Lisa Schmidt, and I am a candidate for graduation of spring 2011 from the Boise State University's Masters of EdTech program. I cannot believe how fast the past 2 years have gone by. I began the MET program in the summer of 2009, right after my first year of teaching high school English. I have learned many great ways to incorporate technology into my classroom, and this video highlights some of my learning in this program. Now, as a third-year teacher, the MET program has helped change the way I teach and view technology in the classroom. I have pride in all of the assignments that I have created for this program. Of these, there are a few that stand out to me. The first assignment is a blog for EdTech 541. In this course, we focused on integrating technology into the classroom. In this blog, the topic was walled gardens and how districts have blocked students from accessing certain social media sites and other sites that prevent teachers from incorporating new ways of technology into their classrooms. And also in this blog, I discussed ways that walled gardens also affected teachers with access to sites such as YouTube or other social media sites. This is my example of my blog that I created for EdTech 541, and in this section it is my piece about the walled gardens, and in it I cited information from EdBuzz where I discussed benefits of social media to student learning. And while creating my blog, I was really not paying attention to who else would read it besides my classmates and instructors, and expecting comments only from them. And to my amazement, I recently received a comment from the co-creator of EdBuzz. And I thought this was pretty amazing because, like I said, when you're working on your blogs, you're not expecting really too many people from the outside the EdTech community to be reading your blogs. And this opened up my eyes to see how easy it is to connect to other people that you would not otherwise have access to because the internet makes it so easy for you to do so. Thus, not only is it important that you are careful with what you publish on the web, but the internet connects you to others that you would never have access to otherwise. And living in a small rural town, it is pretty amazing that I can reach anyone in the world through the internet, and that my students have access to learn this way as well. Thus, I really think it's important as educators that we incorporate technology as much as possible into our curriculum to give students the ability to access different resources they may not otherwise have because they're limited based on where they live or other reasons such as their economic situation at home. And the internet provides us with great resources that we can use in our classroom to connect with the outside world. From this blog, it is important to remember that anybody in the world can access a lot of the information that you do put out onto the internet. So it is important to remember that you are responsible with the information that you do use, and you aren't giving away any personal information that someone can use against you. Also, it is important for students to remember that the internet is a permanent site, and what they put on there is on there forever. Okay, so this concludes the example of my blog for my first reflection piece. Moving on, I will discuss my Julius Caesar unit that I've made for EdTech 541. As previously stated, the second project that I've created in the MET program that is reflective of my style of teaching and one of my favorite assignments in this program is the Julius Caesar unit I created for EdTech 541. And one of the reasons I'm most proud of this unit is because I incorporated my own teaching styles into this. Coming into the school where I teaching now for my third year. I was the only new teacher that year, and I had replaced a teacher who had just retired. And the staff that I work with in the English department had all taught between 10 and 30 years. Now, at the end of last year, most retired or either moved to different schools, which left me with the seniority in the department. And my vice principal, who is also my evaluator, challenged me to start discovering the way that I teach, because it's the way I teach, not the way I've been told that I had to teach. And this unit reflects the way that I like to teach in my classroom and the styles I would like to use with my students. As part of my Julius Caesar unit, I have created all of the assignments online for the students to access. So students can access not only the information or the directions or their assignment pieces in the classroom, but also at home or wherever they have internet access. So the first slide is the overview for the unit, where there is a short video clip of the tragedy of Julius Caesar that has been presented on stage. It is actually the promotional feature for the play, but I hope it excites students in this unit. I have included the essential questions and, most importantly, the curriculum goals and standards. I think it's really important students know what they are learning so they can understand why they are doing the assignments they are doing. Also included are the objectives and the estimated time. We have not began this unit in my class yet, but we will begin it in a couple of weeks. And I'm really excited to see how students react to this. One of my favorite activities in this unit is students will get to tour ancient Rome. The tragedy Julius Caesar takes place in Rome, and I think it's really important that students can see what ancient Rome looked like, because it is quite different than what our world today is. And Google Earth allows us to view the different areas of Shakespeare's play, and I have a list that students have to follow, and they must visit certain locations and answer questions about these locations. So it paints a realistic picture in their brain of where the action takes place. And this is just one of the few components that are in this unit, and I'm looking forward to teaching this spring and incorporating my style into my classroom. Creating websites for EdTech 502 was another life-changing event for me. Learning how to write code has been a useful tool that I've used many times, not only in the courses that I've taken in EdTech program, but also it has provided another job that I can do. For example, for my dad, I am in charge of all of his websites for his businesses. Though they are hosted through a site that has done majority of the work, I have been able to add my own creativity to the sites to help give these sites an individual flair that they wouldn't have had otherwise. In addition, EdTech 502 has helped me in managing my own websites for my classroom, which I have created through Google actually, but I have added a lot of different touches that I have learned in EdTech 502, for instance, learning how to create headers and learning how to place items where they should go. So we're going to take a look at the different sites that I have created and how EdTech 502 has impacted these. EdTech 502 taught me many skills that I can use on a daily basis. Of these, I have learned how to create and thoughtfully design web pages. For example, I am showing my default page that I created for EdTech 502. In this, I learned that you should properly align all text to the left, as it's easier for the reader to follow. In addition, I learned how to create headers. And from this, I was able to actually help create the header that is used for the websites for my dad's businesses. And the company who actually hosts our websites allowed me to help create the header because they knew I had sufficient experience in creating headers for my program at Boise State. And this is the mock header that I came up with, and they transformed it a little because I didn't quite have all the tools that I wanted for the header, and they came up with this for our header for our store's web pages. And on the bottom of the screen you can see gliders that slide across the page. I am in charge of uploading these gliders and making the links to the different aspects of our websites. And eventually I would like to start creating the gliders myself for the store. Most of these are provided for us. Additionally, I am in charge of our store's Facebook pages, where I update information of different activities or events that are going on in our stores. I am in charge of all the pictures as well. So EdTech 502 has helped prepare me for these tasks that I have taken on to help my dad in his businesses. And also I use these skills in my classroom with the web pages that I designed for it through Google. And there are many skills here that have impacted me so many times on a daily basis. So this course really has had the most impact on how I function outside of school, and has opened many new doors for me. Before pursuing my master's from Boise State, I knew I wanted to have an experience that would benefit me not only as a teacher, but open new doors for me. This program has not only helped me to grow as a teacher, but it's provided me with a unique and very important degree that will help me to stay current in education. In addition, this degree will allow me to have many options for my future. I'm very thankful for the opportunity that I have been given. I hope you've enjoyed my reflection video.